What's up guys, Daniel here. In this video I'm going to show you how to play Piano Man by Billy Joel, but I'm going to show you the Marc Scibilia rendition. It's in standard tuning with the capo on the 4th fret, and this lesson is going to be slightly different than what I've done in the past because each section is slightly different, so I can't do one blanket verse or one blanket chorus. But I'll walk you through each and every part and you'll be able to play this song by the end of it. Before we get started with the intro, I want to show you the picking pattern that you're going to use for each chord. So it's going to be root, D, B, D, G. Regardless of the chord you're doing, follow that picking pattern. I'll keep it on the screen the entire time to make it a little bit easier. So let's get started with the intro. Sounds like this. We're going to start off with a C chord. That's 3rd fret A, 2nd fret D, open G, 1st fret B. And remember the picking pattern. We're going to go root, D, B, D, G. Next chord we're going to use is a C over B. All you have to do is move your middle finger to the 2nd fret of the A string. So now we have 2nd fret A, 1st fret B, same picking pattern. Now we're going to go to an F over A. That is going to be open A, 3rd fret D, 2nd fret G, 1st fret B. And finally we're going to go to a G at 11. That's just 3rd fret low E, 2nd fret A, 1st fret B. So now all together that first line a little bit slower. Regular speed. So the next line starts off with an F chord. That's going to be 1st fret low E, 3rd fret A, 3rd fret D, 2nd fret G, 1st fret B. You'll notice I'm using my thumb to fret that low E string. That might be difficult for some of you, but it's going to be the easiest way to transition to the other chords throughout the song. So wrap your thumb around the 1st fret of that low E string, and let's do the same picking pattern. Next chord is going to be G at 11 again, so we're going to go back to the 3rd fret low E. And now we're going to go back to C and play it 4 times. So that second line all together a little bit slower. Now regular speed. And now the whole intro all together a little bit slower. Regular speed. And that's how you play the intro. Next part up is verse 1. Sounds like this. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd rushes in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. So the first line is played exactly like the first line of the intro. So we go C, C over B, F over A, and then G at 11. The second line is where it changes. We're going to start with an F chord just like we did before, so make sure you use your thumb to wrap around that 1st fret of the low E string. We're going to pluck it. And then we're going to do a C over E, which is just a C chord, but we're going to use E as the bass note. So we're going to pluck E, D, B, D, G. So from F to C over E. Now we're going to go to a D7 over F sharp chord. And that one sounds scary, but it's just 2nd fret low E, 2nd fret G, 1st fret B. And now we're going to go to a G chord. So this time we just have 3rd fret low E, 2nd fret A, and everything else is open. We're just going to pluck this one like normal. So that second line all together a little bit slower. And now regular speed. The next line, thankfully, is played just like the first one. So C, C over B, F over A, G at 11. Now the fourth line, we're going to go back to that F chord, go to G at 11, and then we're going to do C 3 times, and then we're going to strum it 3 times. So C is going to go all together, that last line. Regular speed. And now I'll play everything together a little bit slower. Regular speed one more time. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd rushes in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. That's how you're going to play the first verse. The next verse is played exactly like that, but we're not going to extend that C chord. So it'll sound like this. He said, son, can you play me a memory? Not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. So the only difference is we finish off on that C chord after we play it twice. So it goes F, G at 11, and then C 2 times. And then you get into the pre-chorus. The pre-chorus is going to sound like this. Oh la da 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 la da 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 da. So we're going to start off with an A minor. We've got open A, 2nd fret D and G, 1st fret B, pick it like normal. We're going to switch to G at 11. We're going to go to that D7 over F sharp. Again, that's 2nd fret low E, 2nd fret G, 1st fret B. And then finally we're going to an F. The goal here is to do a walk down with that bass line. So a little bit slower altogether. And then regular speed. The next line is the same thing, but we're going to play D7 over F sharp 2 times instead of switching to F. So A minor, G at 11, D7 over F sharp 2 times. And the last line, just before we get to the chorus, we're going to start out with the G chord, then switch to F, then we're going to bring back that C over E chord, so again that's just a C chord with the E bass note, and then we're going to go back to G. What we're going to do at the end though is pluck the 3rd fret low E and then strum down on the G chord 2 times. So that portion all together. Regular speed. And now everything together a little bit slower. Regular speed. Oh, la da 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 la da 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 da. And now we can get to the chorus. Now the first chorus is going to sound like this. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. 'Cause we're all in the mood for a melody. You got us feeling alright. So the first line of the chorus, we're going to do the same thing we did in the intro and verse. It's going to go C, C over B, F over A, G at 11, next line we're going to start with F, C over E, D7 over F sharp, and then G. Third line we're going to change it up. We're going to start with C, go to G at 11, now we're going to go to A minor, and then back to G at 11. And the last line we're going to start with F, go to G at 11, and then play C 2 times. So now all together, a little bit slower. Regular speed. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. 'Cause we're all in the mood for a melody. And you got us feeling alright. And that's how you play the first chorus. After that first chorus is played, you're going to play an interlude, which is just the intro one more time. And that leads into the third verse. Third verse is actually played just like the second, so I'll just play through this one. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine, gets me my drinks for free. He's quick with a joke and he'll light up your smoke, but there's someplace he'd rather be. The fourth verse is where he changes it slightly. So in this one he just switches one chord in the third line. He said, Bill, I believe this is killing me. The smile ran away from his face. The third line, he's going to go C, G at 11, and then he's going to go to A minor instead of F over A, and then back to G at 11. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star. And then the last line is going to be played the same. So we got F, G at 11, and then C 2 times. If I could get out of this place. So all together, he said, Bill, I believe this is killing me. As a smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star. If I could get out of this place. Now for the rest of the verses, he's going to start adding strumming patterns to them. So verse 5 sounds like this. Now Paul is a real estate novelist, never had time for a wife. And he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. So that's really the only difference, is that last line, he's going to strum C 2 times after plucking that third fret A. So last line goes F, G at 11, C, and then you're going to plug 3rd fret A again, strum down 1, 2. And that's going to lead into the 6th verse, which also has a strumming pattern to it. Verse 6 sounds like this. And the waitress, she's practicing politics as the businessmen slowly get stoned. And they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. So the only difference is on that first line. That first C chord, we're going to pluck A and then strum down 2 times, and then we're going to finger pick through the rest of it up until the end where we strum again 2 times. So. And that leads into the 2nd chorus. Now the 2nd chorus changes up a couple of the progressions, and we're going to start off that first line with the down strums that we just did. It'll sound like this. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody. You got us feeling alright. So like I said, on that first line, we're going to start that C chord by plucking A and then strumming down 2 times. And then we're going to pick through the rest, C over B, F over A, G add 11. Second line is played just like normal, F, C over E, D7 over F sharp, and then G. The third line is where it changes completely. We're basically going to play the first line without the strumming. C, C over B, F over A, G add 11, and then the last line we're going to go F, G add 11, C 3 times, and then back to G add 11. So now all together a little bit slower. Regular speed. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. 'Cause we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. The next part up is verse 7, and that's just going to change the very last line before getting into verse 8. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday. Manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. So that last line we're going to go F, G add 11, and then we're going to go to C. We're going to pluck 3rd fret A, and then do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 5 total down strums. So, and then we get into verse 8. And this one is the most different because we're going to switch from strumming patterns to picking patterns. It'll sound like this. And the piano sounds like a carnival. The microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing? So the first line, we're going to strum the same chords we've been picking. We've got C, we're going to strum down, up, and then switch to C over B, do the same thing. F over A, and then G at 11. All together. The second line, we're going to do the same strumming pattern on F and C, but then we're going to pick through the rest. So F, C, and then we're going to go to that D7 over F sharp. Reminder, that's 2nd fret low E, 2nd fret G. Plug through it to G at 11. So all together. So all together. The third line is the same as the first. And then the last line, we're going to do a single down strum on F, single down strum on G at 11, and then we're going to pick through C 2 times. So all together, a little bit slower. One more time at regular speed. And the piano sounds like a carnival. The microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? So that's the last verse. We're almost done, I swear. So we've got another pre-chorus. The only thing that changes is the last line. We're going to start strumming. So it'll sound like this. Oh la da 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 da, la da 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 da. So that last line where we go G to F, when we get to C, we're going to start strumming. It's going to go down, down, up, up, and then we're going to switch to a G chord. So 3rd fret E, 2nd fret A, 3rd fret high E. We're going to strum down, down, down. So from C to G. So the last line all together. And then you get to the last chorus. So we're going to start off the last chorus by strumming the first 2 chords, but then we're going to pick through a majority of the rest. So our first chord is C, and he does a hammer onto the 2nd fret of the D string on that first down strum. We're going to strum down, up, and then switch to C over B and go down, up, and then we'll start picking through the rest. So that first line. The other change happens on the last line. We're going to repeat and extend it 2 more times. So I'll play the full chorus till we get to that part. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody. You got us feeling alright. That's the last line that changes. So when he says, and you got us feeling alright, we're going to do F, G at 11. Now we're going to go to A minor, and then back to G at 11. And he repeats that line again. So it's 2 times with that. And you got us feeling alright. You got us feeling alright. The 3rd time he says it, he's going to go F, G at 11, and then he's going to do C 1 time, and then C again, but we're going to pluck the 3rd fret A and then strum down 2 times. So it'll go. So those last 3 lines together. And you got us feeling alright. got us feeling alright. You got us feeling alright. And then you get to the outro. Alright, you've made it this far. This is the last part you have to learn. The outro is pretty simple. It's just strumming some of the same chords we've been doing. So we've got C, C over B, F over A, G at 11. So it's just going to be C, down, up, C over B, down, up, F over A, down, up, and then G at 11, down, up. And then the last line, what we're going to do is strum a single F chord, and then we're going to go to G at 11, we're going to strum it 2 times, then pull off the first fret of the B string, so we have just a regular G chord, strum down 1 more time, and then go to C, last down strum, let it ring out. So it'll go. So all together, the outro. And that's it. Congratulations, you made it through that whole lesson. Hopefully you can put all those parts together. The tabs themselves are like 12 pages. If you want to check those out, they're on my website. Link is in the description. I haven't done a video like this where I just play through portions instead of going through in depth how to play the song, so let me know if you like this video. Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you thought. And if you have a request for a song you would like to learn, you can let me know in the comments below as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.